The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
When we talk about the best dual quarterbacks in the NFL, don't leave Deshaun Watson out of the conversation. 2 straight years he's been a Pro Bowler. Excellent numbers again last season with 26 touchdown passes, 7 more added on the ground, and firm leadership and control of his Houston Texans team. Now he's looking forward to taking the next step and beating Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson in the playoffs and getting the Houston Texans to a Super Bowl.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Watson now to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Watson looks to throw again. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down, Houston.
On first and 10, Watson. That's going to be caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
From the 2, here's first and goal.
Again, it's Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Watson's pass complete.
Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The first carry for Leonard Fournette. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Yes, sir. Leonard Fournette has a well-deserved reputation as a physical, powerful runner. He's going to drop his shoulder and run over people time and time again. I think he uses it to his advantage, though. How about that last run? Set him up, looked like he's going to drop the hammer, but gave a little wiggle, a little shake. And what did he do, partner?
Left the defender right there in his wake. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Or give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On third down, Fournette. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Jacksonville. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Complete.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. First carry for Raquel Armstead, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Fournette, a first down carry. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Leonard Fournette.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
A handoff to Fournette. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. From his goal line here, Watson. Open man, the tight end Fells. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, Watson. And this is incomplete.
Watson's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
2 yards to go.
The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Texans.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Jaguars nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A toss running left, Fournette. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
29-yard line.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Caleb Chason.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
And he's going to go down again. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? Is that what's going to go around the league and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of the guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. On the slant, this is Chark. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did. And it winds up with positive yardage.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Running left, it's Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
First, boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Fournette fighting through. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. A big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Here's Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Lining up for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And now out comes Houston. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
He's got Fuller. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Texans 7.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
D.D. Westbrook on the return.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff, Fournette running left. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down and 8.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's a 39-yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Carl Joseph. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
3 yards the gain there, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
Midfield with
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard
3 yards remain for second down.
Again, it's Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was brought
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break the initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's J.J. Watt, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
4-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go to Johnson again. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was taken.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. Finding fouls complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
A gain of 5.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And this is caught by Fells, right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Caught by Cobb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
For the field goal, a 24-yard attempt.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
17.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Watson looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And give them a gain of 37. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Complete to
Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to
And now look at him go. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 67 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Lambeau on for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jackson.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try to run down some clock with Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down 24-21, 2:25 remaining. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Forrest. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game. There's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down into 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out 1st downs.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline, and
so here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on now is the kicker, Josh Lambo. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Well, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A gain of 5. First down, Jacksonville.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They give it here to Thompson. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Here's a give to Fournette. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Forrest. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now Fournette. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running left, it's Forrest. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now the timeout comes here, and the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder,